Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. My favorite things in life don't cost any money. It's really clear that the most precious resource we all have is time. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward. So, you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened yesterday. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful. That's what matters to me. Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life. No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it. And that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. It is best to admit them quickly, and get on with improving your other innovations. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful, not dwell on it for too long. Just figure out what's next. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. I think the things you regret most in life are the things you didn't do. I don't care about being right. I care about success and doing the right thing. That's been one of my mantras: focus and simplicity. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. We're here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here? We don't get a chance to do that many things, and everyone should be really excellent. Because this is our life. Life is brief, and then you die, you know? And we've all chosen to do this with our lives. So, it better be damn good. It is worth it. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than 2 doubles. I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. You have to be burning with an idea, or a problem, or a wrong that you want to right. If you're not passionate enough from the start, you'll never stick it out. I've always been attracted to the more revolutionary changes. I don't know why. Because they're harder. They're much more stressful emotionally. And you usually go through a period where everybody tells you that you've completely failed. For you to sleep well at night, the aesthetic, the quality, has to be carried all the way through. Creativity is just connecting things. The greatest thing is when you do put your heart and soul into something over an extended period of time, and it is worth it. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Things don't have to change the world to be important. Details matter, it's worth waiting to get it right. It's really hard to design products by focus groups. A lot of times, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. Getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have a faith in people, that they're basically good and smart, and if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. Get closer than ever to your customers. So close that you tell them what they need well before they realize it themselves. Sometimes life is going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Even if we lose our money, we'll have a company. For once in our lives, we'll have a company. What is Apple, after all? Apple is about people who think outside the box, people who want to use computers to help them change the world, to help them create things that make a difference, and not just to get a job done. The doers are the major thinkers. The people that really create the things that change this industry are both the thinker and doer in one person. I don't mind being wrong, and I'll admit that I'm wrong a lot. It doesn't really matter to me too much. What matters to me is that we do the right thing. I do not adopt softness towards others because I want to make them better. Focusing is about saying no. And you've got to say no, no, no. When you say no, you piss off people. People judge you on your performance, so focus on the outcome. If you don't love it, you're going to fail. My model for business is the Beatles. They were four guys that kept each other's negative tendencies in check. They balanced each other. And the total was greater than the sum of the parts. In the broadest context, the goal is to seek enlightenment, however you define it. Ultimately, it comes down to taste. It comes down to trying to expose yourself to the best things that humans have done and then try to bring those things into what you're doing. We do no market research. We don't hire consultants. We just want to make great products. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for regular content. See you next time.